She said stop. But her eyes begged for more. The first time I saw her, I knew she wasn't someone you just looked at and forgot. She wasn't the type who blended into a crowd, no, she was the kind who owned the room without even trying. Maybe it was the way her dress clung to her curves, or maybe it was her eyes, those deep, restless eyes that looked like they had 1,000 secrets locked inside. I wasn't supposed to notice her. I wasn't supposed to feel anything at all. But some things in life don't come with warning labels. That night, the music in the club was loud, the kind that made conversations lean closer, bodies brush against each other. She was sitting at the bar, tracing the rim of her glass with a finger, pretending to listen to the man beside her. But I knew she wasn't listening. Her gaze kept wandering, like she was searching for something, or someone. When her eyes found mine across the room, it was like being pulled underwater. My chest tightened, air seemed heavier, and I couldn't look away. I told myself I'd just nod politely and go back to my friends. But then she smiled, a small, dangerous smile, and that was it. I walked over. Waiting for someone? I asked, my voice lower than usual, trying to mask how she already had me on edge. Her lips curved, but her tone was sharp. Maybe. Or maybe I was just waiting for you. It wasn't the kind of answer you give a stranger. It was the kind of answer that dared me to step closer. So I did. We talked. Or at least, we pretended to. Words were exchanged, names, jokes, half-truths. But what really spoke was the silence between us, the way her leg brushed mine under the bar, the way she leaned just close enough that her perfume, jasmine mixed with something darker, made me dizzy. When I offered to walk her out, she didn't hesitate. The night air was cooler, but the tension between us was anything but. She stopped by the corner, looked at me with a softness I didn't expect, then whispered, I should go. But she didn't move. Her lips were inches away, her eyes flickering between my mouth and my gaze. My hand lifted on its own, brushing a strand of hair from her face. She shivered, not from the cold but from something deeper. I leaned in, close enough to feel her breath tremble against my lips. And then, she whispered, stop. Her voice said the word, but her eyes, God, her eyes, told a different story. They begged. They pleaded. They burned with the same hunger clawing at me. For a moment, the world froze. My chest rose and fell with the weight of restraint, the battle between desire and control. Tell me to stop again, I murmured, searching her face. Her lashes lowered, her lips parted, and instead of repeating the word, she pressed herself closer, her hand gripping my shirt. That was all the permission I needed. The kiss wasn't gentle. It wasn't careful. It was everything we had been holding back, colliding all at once. Her mouth opened against mine, desperate, hungry, and I lost myself in it. Her back hit the wall of the building as my hands pinned her there, not harsh, but firm, claiming her like she'd been waiting for it. She moaned into my mouth, and the sound sent fire straight through me. She pulled back just enough to catch her breath, eyes wide and wild. We shouldn't, she whispered. Then tell me to stop, I challenged, my voice rough, my lips grazing her jaw. But she didn't. She tilted her head back, giving me more of her neck, her pulse racing beneath my lips. That night was chaos. Heat. Lust. A war between words and actions. Every time she whispered stop, her body betrayed her. Every time she pushed me back, she pulled me closer right after. It wasn't just lust, it was something darker, something addictive. But here's the thing about nights like that, they don't end at sunrise. The next morning, I found myself staring at the empty side of my bed, the scent of her still clinging to the sheets. No note. No number. Nothing but questions and a hunger that had only grown sharper. For days, I searched for her, half angry, half desperate. And then, one evening, fate decided to play another cruel trick. She walked into my office. Turns out she wasn't just some stranger at a bar. She was the new consultant hired for one of the firm's biggest cases. And now, she was standing in front of me in a fitted blazer and pencil skirt, pretending she didn't know me. But I knew. God, I knew. Our eyes locked, and for a second, the air between us crackled the way it had that night. "Mr. Hale," she greeted formally, her voice steady, but her hands fidgeted with the file she carried. "It's good to finally meet you. Good to finally meet me." The lie tasted bitter, but I played along. "Likewise, Miss Carter." Professionalism was the mask we both wore, but underneath it, the same fire smoldered. Every meeting, every late-night strategy session was torture, sitting across the table from her, pretending her lips hadn't once begged me to devour her. The tension only grew. And with it, the danger. Because I wasn't the only one who noticed the way she looked at me when she thought no one was watching.